Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day today, at least as far as Mondays go. You are about to watch my performance from the Thursday open mic at the Recovery Room from August 24th. It is the first time I went to that open mic. Of course, I had been to the Recovery Room before for different shows and open mics after those shows, things like that. But I had never been to their open mic that's every Thursday. And I didn't know exactly what to expect. I had been to the one the week before. That's when I learned that they were okay with having stand-up comedy there. I didn't, because I thought it was just music at the time. But it's anything. It's music and spoken word, comedy, whatever you do. So the thing that I had been told was that I had 15 minutes. And based on the audience from the time I went, I didn't know how the audience would receive comedy, because nobody had done comedy that night that I went and just watched. I was actually there to support a friend who was singing. It's my friend Courtney. She goes from time to time and she sings. Yeah, you should go and check that out as well. If not for me, for everybody else that goes and sings. Very funny. Very funny. I'm funny, I think. But very, very gifted people that show up there. Lots of people that are there having fun. It's just a good time. But I didn't know how the audience would receive me. So my goal was to go in and do the Tornado Friday bit, and then the driving bit, and then One Crappy Night. That was the goal. And to see where I was with the audience after each routine. And if I was good and I still had them, I was going to keep going. And then if not, I was just going to wrap up and get off stage. The goal was to take things that were good, that I was confident in, and then put them together to be sure I can do a longer set than what I'm used to. And it worked. I thought it worked. The only thing is that I think that I missed the Friday bit. I think I just didn't do it. But I don't know for sure. As of recording this intro, I have not rewatched the video. So I don't know. It seems like I missed something. I'm just not sure what it was. But the title will be accurate for what's in the video. I promise. It will be accurate for what's in the video. It will be accurately titled. So by now, you should already know whether or not I did the Friday bit. Yeah. So that's all the information about this. It went well. From what I remember, it went really well. The audience was very receptive of it. Attentive, responsive, all the things that you want them to be at a good open mic performance. Yeah, it told me that I could do that length of time if I wanted to or needed to. So, yeah, good experience and good to be there. But, of course, I want you to let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and if you really like this video, send it to all of your friends. Maybe they'll like it as well. And if you hated this video, be sure to send it to all of your enemies. Maybe they'll hate it as well and ruin their day. Yeah, whatever you do, send it, you know. If you like it, if you hate it, send it to somebody that you also want to like it or hate it. Yeah, and all that kind of good stuff. It's Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving with your loved ones. And enjoy all the things you enjoy at Thanksgiving. If you're decorating for Christmas, then get on it. We'll watch this first. Yeah, all that kind of good stuff. You will see me between now and then. Things Bryce Thinks About will be out on Wednesday. Bam News will be out on Thursday. And, of course, Funny Friday will be out on Black Friday. Yeah, all that. Everything's coming like it should. Unless, of course, I forget to post something and I'm running behind. You know, you never know with me nowadays. You never know what's going to happen. But, yeah, everything is coming back to you. Bandwidth Comedy will be back next week. That is the goal. I have not recorded it yet as of recording this intro. But hopefully I will record it tomorrow, which tomorrow from now is Monday. So actually tomorrow from the time you're watching this. Hopefully I'll record it Tuesday. That's the goal, is to have that recorded Tuesday. I have it written. I really like it. I have tested it at open mics. That is also on video, but I want to put it on Bandwidth Comedy first before I show it to you. Yeah, it seems to be pretty good. It's been at Recovery Room and at Cregan's in the same night last week. So yeah, that I believe is just about everything I have for you. So enjoy the show.
I love the confidence. Man, he's already got this, yep.
Good evening, Jonesboro. How are you doing?
Good.
The sixth grader can sing.
Yeah.
and I have to follow the 6th grader, and all I do is talk. I'm nervous, you know? Oh gosh, I'm already messing up.
You're doing great. Oh, no, bro.
Okay. We're okay. Oh, man. Thank you, Laura. All right, now I'll tell you a little bit about myself, y'all. I was a really good student in school. Stay in school. Be a good student. It's best for you. I was a good student in school. Everybody got all excited for my future, you know. And I turned 18, finished high school, and they're like, Bryce, what are you going to do? What are you going to study in college? And I said, I'm going to study theater. And they went, what? I said, yeah, I'm going to be an actor and a comedian. They went, oh, he's going to have a job with his name on his shirt. Now I'm a janitor. But I'm a janitor on a college campus over at A-State. So when people ask me what I do for a living, I just tell them, I work in higher education.
Yeah!
Oh man. I was at work one day, and I was just thinking through some material. I was by myself, getting ready for an open mic, you know, just general comedy show thing. I'm just thinking through material, and I'm getting into it, saying it to myself. I've got my head moving, I've got my arm gesturing, and I look up and I see somebody standing there, been watching me the entire time. And so I turned to my right immediately. I was like, it would seem this conversation is no longer private. Perhaps we should reconvene at a later date. They didn't leave. So I turned to my left and I went, why, yes, you're correct. We should talk another time. And they looked right at them and said, hi, how are you? Lovely day we're having, isn't it? And you know, y'all, HR is really kind of friendly once you get to know them like I have. I'd like to give a special shout out to the loudest laughing person in the room, my brother Morgan on the camera. Morgan Moore has started his senior year of college. He's a computer science major with dreams of building and designing video games. He's very, very busy all the time. But somehow he finds a way to come out here, go over to Cregan's, or go out to Memphis to record my open mics for me. So give him a big round of applause. I did not thank him nearly enough. Thank you, Morgan. Going into his freshman year of college, I had to teach him to make the drive from Pine Bluff, where we're from, up here to Jonesboro, right? And during that time, he accused me of being a backseat driver, which is a bold-faced lie. I was never a backseat driver. I was riding shotgun. I swear, y'all, he was trying to kill us. Every curve in the freeway, he was going off on the shoulder. The soundtrack to our drive to Jonesboro was the rumble strip. Okay? I would start to get nervous. I'd think he's speeding a little bit. I glance over his speedometer. He's doing 95 and speeding up. Driving like this. So pardon me if I was a little concerned for my health and safety. It's a 2.5-hour road trip from Whitehall to, or from Pine Bluff to Jonesboro. He did it in 13 minutes and 48 seconds. He beat my dad's record by 0.6 of a second. My dad was proud of that. He was very proud of that. I remember when I took my driving test, y'all. I passed it on the very first try, actually. Granted, they just were trying to get rid of me. They didn't want to see me again. Let me tell you what happened. So, 15 years old, going into the test, my dad gives me two very important pieces of information. Number one, when you go to back up, put your hand on the back of the headrest of the passenger seat to give yourself that extra leverage to look around. They're going to want to see this done correctly. Laura, take note. They're going to want to see this done correctly. This is extra points toward you passing and getting your license. And number two, no smoky burnouts in front of the instructor. I said, I believe I can manage that. So it comes time for testing. We go to the facility, we get checked in, get registered and all that kind of good stuff. And then they say, all right, drivers to your vehicles. And so we go out and park in line. I sit in my truck, I'm just waiting. And then the instructor comes out and she signals to me to start my truck. And so I did. And then she gets behind me and she does this. This tells me back up. I'm thinking, okay, cool. So this is she's going to direct me out of the parking lot. This is the part of the test where they check to see if you can follow basic traffic instruction, right? I said, yes, ma'am, I can. And I put my truck in reverse, stuck my hand on the back of the headrest of the passenger seat, just like my dad showed me, and turned around and let off the brake. Now, of course, she's standing back there going, stop, stop, stop. What? She does the same thing again. Stop, stop, stop. We did this probably 10, 15 minutes before she came up to my door, and I rolled down the window, and she goes, Bryce, I'm trying to check your brake lights. And after all that, I still passed, somehow. So here's what I learned. Let me tell you what I learned. Laura, pay close attention to this. This is the important part. You're a lot more likely to pass your driving test if you just threaten to run over the instructor. I'm going to tell you one more story and I'm going to get out of here. This is a true story. I have to emphasize that. It's also about Morgan. I'm going to just go into it. Right after I turned 18, I went into a pizza restaurant with my brother Morgan, my mom, and my cousin Tammy. And this was in Little Rock, by the way. Excuse me. So we go in and we get a table like right by the door. And we get drinks ordered, and Morgan says that he has to go to the bathroom. Now, Morgan has been known to take a relatively long time in the bathroom. I've actually seen him carry food in there before. You know those little frozen personal pizzas you can get at the store? Pull it out of the oven, put it on a plate, cut it, go poop with it. He's done it. He has done it. So he goes to the bathroom, the drinks come, no word from Morgan. We order food, no word from Morgan. The food gets prepared and placed on the table. No word from Morgan. He doesn't have a phone at this point. We can't talk to him. There's no communication between here and the bathroom. The bathroom, by the way, is in the opposite corner of this restaurant. That's important for later. So my mom eventually is like, well, Bryce, you need to go check on him. Me? Why? She goes, well, he's your brother. Well, he's your son. She said, go check him. All right, fine. Not worth the argument. I'm going to go check on him. So I go in there. There's only one stall right to the left. Nobody else is in there. And I knocked on him. I said, Morgan, it's Bryce. You all right? And he goes, no. What's wrong? I got diarrhea. And I went back to base to report what I had learned to my superiors. And my mom's like, well, Bryce, then what'd you do? And I said, this is what I did. I came back. And Tammy said, they're like, Bryce, you're 18 now. You need to be assessing situations and coming up with solutions. Hey, I'm a rookie. Don't be putting me in the end zone, okay? You got to sub me out at about the 20. I've met me. If you trust me in the end zone, I'm going to fumble. And given the circumstances, I'd say that's going to make quite a mess, and it's really going to stink. Thank you to those of you that got that. And she goes, well, how bad is it? I'm like, how bad is it? How good was it the last time you had diarrhea? She said, you didn't ask me how bad it was? I'm like,
It's never good. No.
how good was it last time? Anyway, she goes, go ask me how bad it was. I said, all right, fine. I go back, still nobody else in the bathroom, knocked on the door. I said, how bad is it? It's all over my underwear and on my jeans. What, like it's visible from the outside? Yeah, very visible from the outside. And I went back to base to report what I had learned to my superiors. My mom's like, well, then what'd you do? We've been through this. And Tammy's sitting over here going, assessing. Hey, rookie enzo, sub out 20, fumble, mess, stink. Who was that? That was you, okay. I wasn't looking, I'm sorry. What was that? So we're sitting here trying to come up with a plan, because we can't just leave him here. Don't know the rule, no man left behind. So eventually it gets decided. My mom goes, Bryce, where's your jacket? I said, what jacket? She says, your Kiss jacket. I don't know nothing about no Kiss jacket, y'all. A jacket with my favorite band on it? No, I don't know nothing about that. I'm not wearing a jacket. See, I'm cold right now. Look. Bryce, it's in the car. She goes, go get your jacket. Fine! I go outside, I get my jacket. I come back in, and I think I see where she's going with this, but she tells me the plan anyway. She goes, tell him to take it, tie the sleeves around his waist, and just throw his underwear away, and have it tied around his waist so it'll cover the stain. I said, all right, cool. So I go into the bathroom, and I just text all that out on my phone. The instructions were sliding underneath so he could read it, and I said, read that. I said, does that make sense? He said, yes. I tossed the jacket over the top of the stall. He slid my phone back out to me. My part of the mission is complete. I'm returning to base. For the final time. It's in his hands now. And it's taking a minute. We're getting nervous. My mom goes, did he understand his instructions? I said, he told me he did. And along about that time, I noticed out of the corner of my eye is Morgan in the opposite corner of this restaurant, walking ever so gingerly. Baby steps. Baby steps. He gets a little closer. I notice he's got one arm stuck out just like this. And I'm like, what? What's he doing that for? Y'all, he is carrying his blue jeans. Let me tell you about the jacket, y'all. The jacket is the best part. The jacket is not tied with the sleeves around his waist. No. It's wrapped around and zipped in the front like a kilt. And I know what you're thinking, Bryce, that's not very stable. There's no way that he just walked out there and it didn't fall. And you'd be correct. However, Morgan is a bigger guy like I am, so what he's able to do is take his stomach and kind of press it down and hold it in the front. Holds that real secure right there. Then the issue is the back, but so he just stuck his butt out like that. Let gravity do the rest of the work, you know. Working with him, not against him, you know. Laura, this is important life advice. You will find yourself in this situation one day. I do too, but I didn't think I would. Look at me now. Don't major in theater. Anyway. He looked like some kind of crazy Scottish goblin, you know? He did. I mean, just like, hey, look what I found under the bridge. It's a nice new pair of jeans. I reckon that skid mark will come out to the creek, don't you think? You guys are so much fun. God bless you. So much fun.